Welcome back to my channel. Bago tayo magsimula, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.
For this week, we are going to discuss about Quarter 1, Module 3, multiplying simple fractions and mixed fractions. And for the Lesson 1, the topic is multiplying simple fractions. Let us start with this problem. Romeo grows flowering plants on 3/4 of his plot of land. 1/5 of the planted area is for the roses. What fraction of his plot of land is used for the growing roses? So we are going to use multiplication for this problem. We are going to multiply 1/5 by 3/4. Remember, in multiplication, the order of the factors can be changed without compromising the result or the product. So we can put 3/4 first or 1/5 first. It doesn't matter because the product will stay the same. Okay, so for this multiplication of fraction, the steps are just simple. We just need to multiply first the numerator to the numerator. 1 times 3, the result is 3. And then multiply the denominator to the denominator. 5 times 4 is 20. So we get 3 over 20. But before we say that this is the final answer, let us see if we can still reduce this to lowest term. Is there any number that we can divide 3 and 20? I guess there's none. So the final answer is 3 over 20. Therefore, Romeo's plot of land used for growing roses is 3 over 20. For Lesson 2, multiplying mixed fractions. Again, to start, let us read this problem. A mango float recipe uses 3 1/2 cups of milk. If you are going to prepare 1 1/2 times of the recipe, how much milk will you need? So we are going to multiply 3 1/2 by 1 1/2. Again, in the commutative property of multiplication, the order of the factors doesn't affect the product. So even if we place 3 1/2 first or 1 1/2 first, the product will still the same. Okay, so we have 1 1/2 times 3 1/2. In addition and subtraction, I told you to set aside first the whole number, but not in this case. We cannot multiply mixed fractions. We need to change this first into improper fraction. So we will change 1 1/2 and 3 1/2 into mixed fraction before multiplying. Okay, so let's bring down 1 1/2. Let us change this into mixed fraction. So step 1, you are going to multiply the denominator 2 to the whole number 1. So 2 times 1. The product will be 2. And then you will multiply the product 2. You will add the product 2 to 1. So 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. So the numerator is now 3. And then you will just copy the denominator. So we now change the mixed form into improper fraction. 3 over 2. Next, 3 1/2. We are going to convert this into improper fraction. First, again, multiply the denominator by the whole number. 2 times 3 is equals to 6. And add 6 to the numerator. 6 plus 1 is equals to 7. And copy the denominator. So we now have 7 over 2. So from this, we now have 3 halves and 7 halves. We can now proceed to multiplication. So again, you will just need to multiply the denominator by the denominator. The answer is 4. And multiply the numerator by the numerator. The answer is 21. And the answer is 21 over 4. But 21 over 4 is an improper fraction. So we need to change this into mixed form. To do that, we will divide 21 to 4. So 21 divided by 4 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Subtract. 21 minus 20 is 1. So, the denominator will still be 4. The numerator will be the remainder. And the whole number is the quotient. So we got 5 and 1/4. So therefore, you need 5 and 1/4 cups of milk. Lesson 3. Multiplying simple fractions and mixed fractions. Janice bought 3 1/2 meters of cloth. She used 3/4 of it to make a pair of pants. What part of the cloth did she use? Again, we will multiply 3/4 by 3 1/2. But 3 1/2 is a mixed number or mixed fraction. We have to change this first into improper fraction before multiplying. Again, to change this into mixed form to improper fraction, we need to multiply the denominator by the whole number. 3 times 2 is 6. And then add the product to the numerator. 6 plus 1 is equals to 7. And copy the denominator. So 3 1/2 is now converted into 7 halves, or 7 over 2. Okay, so we can now multiply 3/5 by 7 over 2. Multiply the denominator by the denominator. 5 times 2 is equals to 10. Numerator by the numerator. 7 times 3 is equals to 21. Again, we got an answer. But this is an improper fraction. We need to change this first into mixed form. So 21 divided by 10 is 2. 2 times 10 is 20. Subtract. 21 minus 20 is 1. So again, 10 will still be our denominator. 1, or the remainder, will be our new numerator. And 2, the quotient, will be the whole number. So therefore, the final answer is 2 and 1/10. Since 1/10 is the lowest term, we cannot reduce this into lowest term anymore. Therefore, she used 2 and 1/10 part of the cloth.